Loud for you, it is for me. It is really loud. And I hope that you're getting both my audio and the animals' audio. Because I've had a little bit of a trouble with that in the past. Gosh, I had that set so low. Well, I'm just going to go ahead and turn it down further. You probably hear it perfect. I streamed for a little bit today earlier because I thought, okay, we're just going to go have an adventure and go find the silica pearls and at least, walk around the map a little bit more. And then my grandson came in with my new mic. We were so excited. I set it up. And so where I was already halfway to the river. Oh my golly, they're so loud. We were halfway to the river. And so I set up the tent. I put my little sleeping bag in there so in case I died, I could just respawn right where my animals were. And when you have a new piece of equipment, you have to log out of where you were, like your game, and log back in, or the game won't recognize that you have new equipment, like new audio or visual, like a camcorder or a camera, anything. Same with software. If you load up a new software, you have to restart your system so that it recognizes that the software is there. So there I was, ta-da, right in the middle of a big sandstorm, and we logged out. Then later, we logged back in after we got everything all set up, and my tent was missing. I was just standing there out there in the middle of everywhere with my animals and my jerboas, so I packed everything up and we all came back. And then I got up here and I decided, well, okay, I'll unload the animals from yesterday. And then I went and got some metal, and I took my two I called her Mrs. Spike. This is Spike, the higher level Ankylosaurus, and this is Mrs. Spike. And I started having her get the metal, and then I had him get the metal, and I started loading it up, and I put it up some on Happy Her and some on Ramshackle, and we all came back. And right when I got to the door, I realized that I needed to change the door out. This one, because it went open, shut. Remember how it was opening and shutting on everything we did when you walked by it? Like that. This one no longer does it. I took that one down. And I put one of the old-fashioned kind in that you can leave open while you walk in. You can get off your dismount. You can get off your mount and dismount. You can dismount, come back, push E, and it closes. So convenient, so nice. Because we left out of one of those gates over there, and it was a zoo, and it was hysterical. It's funny. Anyway, I had my mic set up. I could hear the animals. I could not hear me. Oh my golly, look what she gave us. Oh nice. Now I have to go down here. I always have to press X and get on the ground for some reason. Maybe I'm just not. So now we have parasaur. No. Yeah, we have parasaur eggs because we have our mate boosted parasaurs. Now we'll have ankylo eggs. And we'll have Morellotop eggs. And remember, they don't do eggs unless they're close by each other. For some reason, if they're a good distance apart, they actually won't lay an egg. So when the parasaurs are together, I have them close by each other. Not right now because I was using one, but and the camelsauruses are always ratting around together. That's why I don't mind getting low-level females or males, because you will get the eggs and the eggs give you kibble. Anyway, back to my beautiful microphone. I got a Yeti from the manufacturer Blue, so it's called the Blue Yeti. I got the blackout one. It's so nice. And when I played back my recording test, my voice sounded so nice. And none of that tinny stuff or like I'm way out in the boonies and or in a warehouse or something. It's going to be really lovely. But because I couldn't hear my voice and the animals, I was getting a headache. It's very interesting to me that I would get a headache. So I unattached the Blue Yeti, and I put it away, and I'm going to have to buy earphones for it because I'm using the earphones that I use on my PX4. They hook in the back of my PC. They're phenomenal. What are they called? They're called, geez, so dark in here. Looks like they're called Air Force, how funny. Air Force PX4s. I had gotten a set for my grandson for a gift a couple years ago, and then when I started playing on the PS3, I envisioned myself also playing on the PS4 because I was learning controller. I never envisioned myself playing on a PC. I just didn't know that ARK would show up. I didn't know any of that because I saw all the games always being played on the PS4 and the PS3. And we have one of everything. And the PS4 is always being used, like I said. So I was using the PS3 to learn. And I mean, some people would just love to have a PS3. And that thing was just gathering dust. And I said, can I learn on that? And the kids were ecstatic. Grandkids. Yeah, go ahead. So they taught me a little bit. I just started right in. So now I'm going to have a fabulous microphone. And I may not be able to afford a expensive earphones right away. So I think I might get the inexpensive ones just so I can plug everything in together and at least start. And then when I can afford a nice set of earphones, I'll get them. But you know, when you get older, you really don't want to waste the money twice. Unless you've really got a use for two. I might just wait another month and, you know, stream like this, and then when I can afford it, just buy a really nice microphone. So we're just, because next month I was going to get a C910 or a C920 Logitech webcam, which just has great, what am I doing? Because I'm stuck between these two guys. Well, it has great reviews, and when you start spending $100, $200 on Social Security every month for gaming, you're kind of like, there's so many other things I want to do, like get my teeth done, or practical things, you know. Fun things kind of go out the window. But I'm enjoying doing fun things, so I know this sounds crazy, but where's my other parasaur? It was by the window. Is he still by the window? Oh, yeah. So, anyway, if I put him over by these two girls, they will lay eggs. If he is on the other side of the compound, they will not. There is always that parameter of distance for everything. My grandson and I both have Rexes, and when they're close together, my female always lays an egg. If I have her in my compound and his is in his, then she doesn't. How about that? And so that's why if you get anything, like I remember I kept getting these ankylos that were stuck right out the door, and I said, oh my goodness, I was so excited because this one was a female, because now I can start getting ankylo eggs like crazy. And remember, the ARK has you can just go on Google and ask for ARK recipes, and you'll get the ones that are for the colors and also for the kibble. And so remember, and you have to make the kibble in a cooking pot. Oh my golly, I'm always stuck in stuff. These guys are so thorny looking and sticky, and let's leave her right here. Did we even name her? No. Okay, so I have Spike. I used to call my trike Spike. Spike the trike. He's a 139. And he's not the one I'm going to be leveling up in weight. He is a real tank. If we get something, he can tank it while we tame it. This one I'm going to level up in weight. And this one I need to make sure she's got food, and I want to level her up in weight. So, yeah. And then, you know, if they're going to be out and about with you and they're going to be part of your entourage, gee, you know, sometimes my mouse kind of acts up. You go through a lot of batteries when it's on a universal wireless. And this is going to be a really silly thing to say. Because now I've always got my heel of my hand on a mouse pad or the table, it's all red right there. It's getting, I'm going to have a callus from gaming. I'm glad nobody says, oh, what's that on your wrist? Yeah, that would be too funny. I would just love it. So anyway, so I'm going to up her and Mrs. Spike both in weight, and then him in melee damage. So I will name her later. We'll have to think of something. Call her, and here's Ramshackle. He's my melee damage guy. And here's my little collie. She's just phenomenal. And since she's not going to ever be used for fighting, I'm just going to keep upping her weight. And if you put her with, well, it's Polly actually, Roly, and have Roly and Polly together, she will lay eggs. They don't have to be fertilized. They just have to be in proximity. And proximity is a big issue with animals on ARK. And, oh, we're rubber banding. I didn't mean to do that. Let's see here. See if we can get in this time. There we go. Remember we were just getting ankles like crazy? What if that's a female too? You're a female. Well, hallelujah. Let's go. We'll make up for some lost time here. And we'll just stick you right here. Like that. And then I will come in here. And I will ask you to please follow me. I think I put these guys on lowest so that they'd make it through the gate. They're kind of big. If you have them even on medium, they'll miss the gate. And you'll be really frustrated by the time everybody's in. See? Doesn't it sound like we're in a building tonight? I guess it's because I unhooked and then rehooked up everything. And I did it exactly the same. But the noise it's not as rich as it was before. But after knowing that I'm going to have that great mic on and be able to use it, and the voice just sounds so incredible, I don't think I'm going to complain right now. I mean, I spent really great money on my mic, and oh my goodness sakes. They must get their little, thorns all. Let's take her for a run. All entwined, and see if I can get you here. Probably not, huh? Get you here. Nope. Can't do it. Remember when I was saying that, we're gonna make it? That these guys, they, in a rock, they'll get wood for you? 100 flint. 106 flint. 94 flint. Yep. They're like a huge pick. And remember, a drudge will only get stone out of a metal rock. Kind of sad, but true. And then this is one of the old-fashioned kind of doors that I absolutely love now that I have been working with the other S plus one. What's S plus? Yeah, doors. Oh my gosh. Okay, and then if I put the male right outside on the other side, especially if I'm going to keep using him today, they will still lay eggs in there because remember it's proximity and they don't recognize that there is a fence here. It's part of the program. Okay, and then this one was on follow him because to have the 30% melee damage hike, because for mate boost they have to be close. And remember, I lost one of my favorite females that was just, I had mate boosted her. She was at a really lower level, and the male got caught in some trees or rocks or behind me or some odd thing, and she went on with my vulture and my other scorpion, and she was killed. And the scorpion just killed that thing right away. I think it was a saber-tooth. And if you get a high level something like that, that's really hard on the animals. I think that no matter what level you have them to and how much melee damage it is, I think each animal is given, let's see how to say it. Every animal is given, let me see here, their melee damage, it's given more power. If they're more like a carnivore, like a carno, could be a 400, and you could have, a jerboa that was a 400, and it would be no comparison because the Carnosaurus would have more power. So that's the word I'm looking for, power. So the mate boosted pair female had less power. That even though she was high level to me, she had less power than the saber-tooth. So yeah. And even though Rolly and Polly has got kind of a high level, I didn't take her with me when I went down to the river. Well, I started to go to the river. What a disaster. It was so tragic. Oh my God, you guys. I was just like, yeah, I lost my tent. I've gone through a storm. My mic doesn't work with my headphones. And it was 6 o'clock, and I thought, okay, for tonight, I'm putting everything right back how it was. And then tomorrow, I will work on it. Choose your battles, guys. Choose your battles. I didn't put a jerboa on my shoulder because I was just going to be working out here. And I have them all over everywhere so I can hear them. And they're starting already to give me the I'm going to have a storm routine. And this guy gives a lot of health and a lot of, what did it say that it gave a lot of? Why are you attacking my target? When it gives them training, it said it gave them training. They learn faster. So obviously their animals learn. So the higher their level, the more they learn. I had no clue. Really, I did not. I didn't know that your animals learned. So now here we are, just putting everything back after the tragedy of yesterday, of opening up the fence and having, you know, a raptor get in and everybody running over to kill it. And then a parasaur getting in, I needed the meat. And I had everybody was on attack my target. So everybody showed up. Even the Listosaurus. Little thing. And I'm just going to leave it at that. I have another Listosaurus somewhere in the yard, but I have no clue where it is. And I don't know if it's a he or she. I don't even know if it's still here. And keep your doors for all your little sweet things just shut. And I'm going to go in here. You missed a really hot storm earlier. But it didn't take too much of my health, so I was really happy. It's 172 and it just started. Great. And I don't have any water. Well, I have a lot of water, but it's gonna go fast. So I'm just gonna run to the well, get a drink, run back in. And it's gonna have a total fit and say, you have to cool down. And remember, if you're out in the boondocks, get your tent up. It has great hypothermal value. And while we were on our way, I found a Procoptodon, a kangaroo, stuck in a rock, and it was a really low level. And so I had everybody on attack my target, so I just went and had it killed. I'm not even going to mess with the low-level Procoptodons because they're going to give me pelt, and I need the pelt. But see all the stuff they got from killing a raptor? Killing raptors gives you weird stuff. Honestly. You gotta love it. Oh, you guys, I'm so disappointed about my earphones, but phenomenally, there's so much electronics in the world that I will recover. And then I went up the hill with Mr. and Mrs. Spike, and also Ramshackle. He seems to kill everything that tries to attack us, so he's a great attack beast. So I'm just, so I got some more metal. I've got to go over and I've got to put it in the smithy, or in the forge. Sorry. And, you know, after I lost my tent, after I was halfway to the river, after my microphone got here, after it didn't work well, after everything was kind of goofed up, after I decided to go back to the way it was, and after all that, I got upset, and I've just been having trouble concentrating on being with you, and I really love this. So I'm just going to get it together. Sometimes you just got to get it together, you know. Sometimes you just got to put everything else away and just go, okay, I can get this together. I can do this. I'm special. I know how. And actually, you really do know how to get it together. I never knew what to do with all this stuff. Well, you know, I've been kind of thinking about keeping it and putting it in those little boxes that I told you I was going to, you know, scatter around with a sleeping bag and a tent in case I lost my life and I could get to it quickly. Yeah, so I'll just hang on to it. And in fact, I'll just move it over where everything else is too. And I think we'll just start putting it in the bedroom storage. I mean, why not? But first of all, let's drop this off. What were we gonna, do we have something for here? I was keeping the spoiled meat, but now I can't. I have to keep it for Spider. Look at that. All that meat. We've been killing everything that we come across that, you know, that has spawned in around us that we can get easily. Just so we can have meat for Spider. I'll put my extra pick here. And then all this stuff that we're always finding. I'll just go ahead and start putting it in the bedroom. And then we'll already have stuff. I already, I just threw away cloth pants and all kinds of stuff. But now I think I'll just keep it all. And then worry about it later. And then just add it to those little stationary boxes that are going to be around when we're going to be working out in the field. Okay. Now let's stand between these two and see what I put in here. I have to get this and this. So right now I'm going to put this, that. Oh, the heat is over. Well, it hasn't gone down. My food certainly has gone down. Wow. Lord have mercy, it's really gone down. I remember what I said the other day. I only had like, I don't know, 0.1 food, and I ate, 500 berries, and it didn't do diddly. I must have had a less than 16th of a little bag of food. So now if it gets really down, I just eat 1,000 of them. Can't think of anything else to do, but just, berries are really cheap. I want to move that. I want to get the raw material out of here. All of it that we can, at least. Oops, we're full. If it didn't take it all, then it's done. Cool thing about this is we can just say, move everything at once. Okay, and anything else? Then my second tent. I couldn't believe I lost my tent. I've heard a lot of stories about people losing animals. Boy, I'd be really devastated if I would have lost an animal. It just doesn't seem right that you could lose an animal. I'm sure it happens. We didn't leave anything behind, did we? Okay, well, let's keep moving on. Well, I guess you could sit on my... Oh, first check the food. Check the food, check the food. See, and I had just filled him up before we left. How goofy is that? Oh well. I think sometimes when you get out and you log off, or I don't even log off, I just say exit, and and Steam comes right up. I don't even bother with anything else, and I don't get out of Steam or anything unless, of course, when I got my microphone, I just closed everything down to make sure that everybody knew Steam, all, OBS, everything, that I had my new mic. So yes, but I notice more times than not that I'll have them all full of food and they'll lose all their food. So that's why we have to get another feeder truck going pretty quick. Okay, so we were in the middle of making some great tranquilizer darts, and this is the Smithy kit. Darn. Well, I'm going to have some water. Look, we have 112 pelt. I wonder what we can do with that. I wonder if you could make a piece of armor. If you were going to make one piece of armor, what would keep you the warmest? I know that if I take off my armor up here during a storm, I just start panting like crazy, like whew, whew, whew. And I'm like, good grief. It really makes a difference to have this stuff on. So yeah. So let's see, do we have any meat in here? Did we have any meat in here? Do we have any meat over here? But we had hide. Let's get that out of there. Do you have any meat in here? And then when we have enough saved for spider, then I'll start making more narcotics. I like to get about 2,000 to 4,000 of them going. Okay, so we're going to need more space in here if we start getting eggs. And my cooked meat is really going down because look at I've got about 90 more cooked jerky. Well, I have so many of these, I'm not going to keep them in here. And I certainly do not need to keep all these narcoberries in here. Narcoberries, mejoberries. Have you ever had a time when, you know, you're just sort of like, wow, I can't believe that I got so upset about that. This doesn't make any sense. Yeah, that's what's happening to me right now. Like, why am I upset? No reason, absolutely none, except it did not go the way that I planned. Sometimes things just don't go the way you plan. And I was running around just trying to find storage boxes to put things in. And so here we are. See, almost 1,000 berries, and it didn't even bring up my food all the way. Oh, close. But you would have thought with after 1,000 berries that you'd have something more than that. Okay. I don't think we can carry 161 pounds. I would venture to say no. I knew I had meat somewhere. That means there's spoiled meat somewhere. That means that there's this we could put away. And this. And this. How are we doing on weight? Our 2 feeding troughs that we have to put out. And we will turn around and put the spoiled meat in here for spider. And I will put the oil in here to make jerky. I'm going to take half this meat and we'll cook it. And walk over here. We'll put the arrows in here. And I walked away from the preserving pan and didn't put the egg in here. I have to pay attention. Might as well stick that in there now. It has such a short timer. You know? Here's my crib fence. Oh my gosh, I can't reach these. Oh, I didn't know that. Isn't that funny? Well, I'll just use this one the furthest away so I can't burn myself. We're going to need another 100 wood. What do you guys got? Burn all the wood, huh? Yes, they burnt all the wood. Well, they shift half, shift half, shift half. That's close enough. If you let it burn all the way out, before you know it, everything will be spoiled. So cook as much as you can, because it's going to spoil anyway. A lot of it before it even gets cooked. That's why a lot of times I half it. But right now I'm not even going to mess with it. Okay, so I'll take this here and this here. I'll have to turn around, put the metal in here. Because I'm going to be transferring it. I'm looking down at my weight. Then I'm going to put this here and here. Put that over here. Well, that's a real boon. Because now we can go make charcoal and spark powder and have more gunpowder. Because I've been trying to get gunpowder together so we can make trank darts. So that means we're going to have to go get some... Ah! Come on. Come on. Spoiled meat. Over here. Oh, we're not even going to have enough spark powder. What is it? Is spark powder 1 to 1? So we need stone. stone. Okay. Remember, it's never going to make more than 1,001, so you'll have to come back. And I'll just leave it there, and then we'll come back and do all the gunpowder at once. And I'll put the hide and the silk over there. And this will need the thatch and fiber for building. And let's see, in here, what did it, see, we have silk goes out. Oh, we have a lot of flint that we can, oh, we're going to be so over flinted. Spark powder. So how are you guys doing today? Did you have a nice day? You know, it was so beautiful out today. I just went outside and spent a really nice time petting my kitty, putting a little water on my tree that hasn't fruited in 2 years because the drought's so bad. We can't afford to water it all the time, but I don't want it to die because we had one tree in our backyard that actually died, and we're renters. And I just like, oh no, we can't have this. Boy, when we first moved here and it was raining all the time, we had persimmons and lemons. Oh, it was just really nice. But the desert is just like ARK. It's pretty unforgiving. Okay, so we will need 6 narco berries per spoiled meat. And I have a lot of meat in spider right now, so I am just going to go, oh, wrong place. Over here. Right here. Okay, spoiled meat. So 6 times 200 is about 1,200 narco berries, give or take. Oh, I have that. Can we reach? Gosh. I wonder if we can get up on there. Yeah, that's just easier. Okay. So let's get the narco berries. Did we put some over here? Is there narco berries in there? Huh. 26. That's not going to do us any good, is it? Well, since we don't have anything in our inventory, we can just take those. If we had all of our tools and all of our weapons, we wouldn't have been able to. Sorry about the jerkiness, guys. Remember, I'm not really good at this yet. I'm learning. 100 to 100, 190. All that for 190 because you get 1 spoiled meat. So whatever the number of spoiled meat you have, that's how many narcotics you're going to get. And don't forget, you know, to make the stem berry with the spark powder if you're going to be going after mantises. You really, 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 really need to remember that if you're going to go after mantis, you need to make your insect repellent, and don't make it until you're ready to go because it has a really short timer on it, even in the fridge. So take heed. Let's see. Wish we had a vulture. Vultures can make spoiled meat really fast. I did show you my trick though, right? You take the spoiled meat, you push down the control button, and you take one at a time, especially if you're out in the boondocks and you need spoiled meat right away to tame something, which happens to us all the time, all of us. You just go this way, even though, I mean, you're taming. What else do you have time to do? Might as well do this. And you just give him back that. Okay? And I have nothing else to do with this. I mean, I do, but, you know, I need the narcotics for trank darts. And it costs a lot. So, and he's my only meat eater, and he eats spoiled meat. So I want to make sure that since I don't have any in the feeding trough, that I keep him fed. Okay, so we need to go out and get some more meat again. And I'm sure we have narcotics in here, right? Narcoberries? Absolutely not. Oh. That's kind of incredible. Well, I wanted to start some more metal before I really got going on something. So I have to make sure there's wood in here. Oh yeah, that's not going to be anywhere near what we need. So we're going to have to go buy some more wood from the forest. See, it's gonna, watch, it's boiling in 4, 3, 2, 1. It's gonna spoil. See, got 60 spoiled meat. What do you think of that? Pretty clever, huh? Slizerus taught me that when I was out in the field, and I'm like, where are we gonna get this spoiled meat? I know why. It wasn't we were taming something that needed spoiled meat. We were taming something that needed narcotics that was a really high level, and the narco berries were like way far away, and we kept trying to get narco berries, and it was a mess. So I finally made a thatch foundation and just made a mortar and pestle and just started making narcotics. Worked out really well. Dun, dun, dun. I mean, it's only spoiled meat and narco berries, so. Oh. Well, I hope that you are having a nice day, if it's daylight where you are. And I hope you're having a lovely evening, if it's night where you are. And I hope you're gaming and keeping care of yourself and having a great time wherever you are. Oh my goodness, this is so cool. What am I doing? Trying to get this metal out of here. Aren't you glad that we have an Ankylosaurus and a Morellatops and everything? Oh my gosh. I wouldn't want to be carting all this around by myself. I'd only take 1,000 trips. Okay, so I need, let's see here. You know, I mean, it'd be nice if I had a robot that could just, you know, go back and forth like this. But I don't. So I just do it the old-fashioned way. My way, actually. I don't know if anybody else does it this way. I do. I think it's expedient. And we've just started. I wanted to get the metal going. Then let's go and we'll go up into the mountains. I really want to see what's on the other side of that mountain. And since I haven't had any luck getting down to the river yet, we'll just go to the mountain. It's closer. If something happens, we can always make it down here. You know? or maybe not. But if something does happen, see, I put that tent and my sleeping bag down, and they're both gone. I think maybe that's what's really upsetting. It's an ARK thing. It's nobody's fault. Honestly, it isn't anybody's fault. What am I going to put my... Well, I don't know. Oh, I promised myself I'd get my weight up to 300 after I got my fortitude to 40. Okay, we'll just go with the plan. Then you don't have to think about it. Have the plan in place. The plan. Okay, there we go. Gonna come over here. And we're going to get the metal out. I'm going to take half of it at a time. Then I don't have to be messing around trying to give each of these about an equal amount, which is just hard. We've got another one. So each one is going to take between 350 and 400 wood. So let's see, we'll take half the wood, and then we'll put this back here. Oh, it didn't work this time. Let's see. I'll have to go this way. Uh, 95 and oh, actually, let's give them 380. Yeah, I'll just give them 380. And then, because if all the wood burns out and there's still metal left, you can just come back and put a little bit more wood in there. Yeah, in fact, it's going to be too much wood, but we desperately need the charcoal, so I'm not going to say anything about it. We'll just let it do its thing. Okay, so let's go make 60 more narcotics with all of our millions of narco berries. Huh, how about that? We'll have almost 250. And I think it's a lot for a Tranquero, so don't quote me. Don't quote me. These guys are still hauling. But if it's still white, that means there's still more that you can do. 522 more you can do. And it will run out of stone. Of course it's going to run out of stone. We're surrounded by stone and thatch. We're surrounded by everything, and we never have time just to go out and get it. Well, I'm just going to go ahead and put this in here, and we'll mess with it later, because I'm not going to mess with it right now. I'll just eat these, and we'll check this out. I think I can carry this now. Oh, no way. Jeez Louise. Fine. Now it'll be more. Now it'll take almost the wood. I'm not gonna light the fire until I'm out of here. I'm always burning myself and losing health. Okay, here we are. So this is working away. We need more stone. I want to go and check the mountain. I don't want to take forever. It's hot. Oh my goodness. How hot is it? 114. It will give us heat stroke. We won't be worth anything. So maybe we might just get some rock. See? It's kind of goofy, huh? That it's not only the animals, it's the elements. I need my jerboa on my shoulder. Pardon me for the way I'm walking tonight. Oh, I walk like this all the time, so I mean, it's not a biggie. Okay. I don't know why I'm pushing E. Do I have somebody on my shoulder? Already? Oh my God. What are you doing out? Don't answer that. I'm trying to throw him up here. Aren't they cute? Gosh, whoever designed these little animals. You know what else is really cute? Are the little thorny dragons if you have a baby. Oh my gosh, they're so adorable. Oh, they've got those big, huge, dark eyes and the cutest face. Just beautiful. Yeah, whoever designed the animals really outdid themselves. It's just really pleasant. You know, even the Camelsaurus that got changed to Marillatops. Because I know, because we get Camelsaurus eggs. Okay, so good time to have a drink of water, huh? Gosh, it sounds like an electrical storm again. But we're due for a sandstorm, so I don't know. Where's the one that's always in the yard? Is it still here? Oh. I don't know where it's at. Oh, it doesn't matter. Well, it's not barking like barking at the wolf, or howling like howling at a wolf. You know, like a wolf. It's because that means it's a sandstorm. Oh no, it's gonna be another heat wave? Another heat wave. Okay, digging a hole, laying in it. And of course, when that happens, it always says, seek shelter underground. Now, I ask you, where here have you ever seen anywhere, besides a cave, where you can seek shelter underground? Even in those big chasms that lead to the caves, until you get into the cave a ways, the heat still bothers you. You can't get away from it. Okay, so we have meat going, we have that going, we can't go out and get a lot of anything right at the moment, like the stone that we need to make spark powder. So we had a tiny bit of sand. I mean, it's not much, but it's a tiny bit. Wonder what we should make next. It's a little laggy, huh? Come on. What haven't I shown you that you can do? I need to show you something that you don't know yet. Maybe that I don't know yet. Let's see, we have our troughs made. We have our other, and we made crop plots yesterday. See, they're up here in the top left. Okay, so now we need to make I don't know if they have an S Plus or a what is it called? I don't remember. It's called a compost bin. And this large compost bin is the only one that you can use with Jones thatch and fertilizer silo. This all comes from the smithy. I mean the fabricator. We'd have to have some, we have to get, today, we're going to have to go find, man, we have to go find crystal. Oh my gosh. Here's our wind turbine. We have to make that at the fabricator too. So we'll have power. And even if we could, make a generator, it would have to be made in the fabricator. And we don't have everything for the fabricator. 171. Health is starting to drop. See? Look at that. Incredible, isn't it? Okay, so now I think you have to make the fabricator at the smithy. I think I bought the engram for it to see what else I'd need. And I need crystal. And only 15. And we could have a fabricator. But everything else takes crystal too. Like my headgear. I'm going to need crystal and pearls, silica pearls, which are in abundance in the river. Like thousands. So, I need to make another hide sleeping bag. We could do that. Uh, 25 hide, 15 fiber. I'm going to make a couple of them. I think I'll make 4. And then we, maybe my battery's running out. Maybe that's why I'm having so much trouble. I just replaced the batteries in my keyboard. When I get another keyboard, I'm getting a hardwired one. I don't want to be messing around always changing batteries. Now, I have to tell you that, the mouse is something else, but the mouse isn't doing well. And I just changed the battery, and I'm using Duracell. Okay, so we are looking for, where's the large compost bin? Oh, we had to buy the silo, so we're stuck with this. Oh, I don't like being stuck with stuff like that. Okay, we're gonna need 2. Might as well just make 2. Because you don't want to walk all the way into the paddock with all the little animals and then all the way out with the big animals. So just get yourself 2. We'll put 1 by the house and 1 out there, and they need poop and thatch. So you're going to be collecting poop, and now you're going to need tons of thatch. You might as well put 10,000 thatch in each one just to start. You're going to need it. What else do we need? Do we need anything else that we got in here? While we're here, oh, we need to make another map. I had to kill it because I took down all the walls. I took down all the walls. I was like, I just can't walk through here. Yeah, funny, huh? Oh my gosh, I took them all down. And I oh well, And I'm so disappointed still about my mic. And I don't usually get really undone about stuff like that. Okay, now we need a place that we're not going to tear down. How big is this map? I forget. It's pretty big, as I recall. I mean, like, humongous huge, yeah. Yeah, that's not gonna work. It's gonna have to be over this one. Well, if we tear this down, that's not gonna be a good place. If we go this way, it's not gonna be a good place. But it's not that expensive. I want someplace where I can stand and look at it, not have to jog around everything. And this is a good place because I have a thingy here. Keep me from backing into the fire. Alright. So let's see here. Let's put it closer to here so we can walk up to it at least. I mean, I know that sounds kind of goofy, but you know, I'd make it a nice high level, great thing, and I wouldn't be able to see it. And remember, we have that kind of goofball graphics, so we really can't see very much, can we? Boy, when I had my graphics card, oh, it was beautiful. It was so clear and concise. Oh, look how close I got to the other red thing on the right. And then we had to come back. I lost my tent, I lost my sleeping bag. Nothing worked. Right. I'm gonna put the sleeping bag. I thought I made 4. Oh, they stack in 3s? Huh. Okay. Well, let's go out and we'll place 1 compost bin. You don't want to just be walking like this all over. So put it someplace where it's going to be convenient. Pick up the food and put it somewhere. If I put it over there, I'll never get to it. I guess I could put it right here and kind of cover up that hole. I don't know if that's a great idea or not. See, it's got flies already. It comes with its own flies already. Pretty cool, huh? Oh. The animals are going to run into it. Just forget it. Well, I'll put one on this side. No, because if I expand the house, I don't want that to happen. If I expand the house, it... isn't it placing anywhere? It's obstructed? By what? Does it have a flaw? Does it have to be on a foundation? It's never had to be on a foundation before. I can't imagine that it used to be on a foundation. I mean, the compost bins don't need foundations. How intriguing. But I mean, in all this, you'd think that it would be easy to find a place. Wow. Huh. Are you kidding? Oh my gosh, you guys, it needs a foundation. I've never even heard of that. Something that should be sitting on the ground needs a foundation. You might as well just walk up here. And then just get it kind of Wow. Wow. I am so shocked. Truly. Truly shocked. I think I can walk up here, right? With all the poop. Gross. Okay, guys, here we go. Now you're going to have to run around and push E and pick up poop. It has a really short timer on it. And then you run over here and you stick it in the... Where'd it go? Where'd it go? And then every poop. The only one I don't pick up is human feces. I can't stand it. It looks different. I don't like it. I'm really funny that way. So I'm just going to stick all this in here. And I've got to go find a thatch maker. Who was the big thatch maker? It was the Anklo. No, it's already gone. No. God, I just hate the timers on these things. They're awful. Where is it? Where's all that thatch you got for me? I don't know where it is. Gotta be somewhere. So see, not only do you need a ton of thatch for building, you're going to need a ton of thatch. I thought I had 10,000 thatch coming in with her when she took down a tree, Mrs. Spike. Well, we're just going to have to go take one of the ankles out and get thatch. Period, the end. Okay, let's do that. Oops. Sorry, guys. Interestingly enough, I'm not really good at this yet. But like I said, pretty soon it will be 5 months, and I'm giving myself 6 months to get pretty darn good at this. And would you have anything in you? No? Well, let's just take you anyway. Come on. At least we'll get out the door with just one. Oh, no. We can't do this. I don't have any weapons, nothing. Zippy twop. Oops, wrong door. I moved everything. Just getting too organized for my own good. Alright, here we are, and so we're going to need let's get our rifle. We'll start simple. We didn't stick him in here, did we? We stuck it someplace else. Okay. We were moving metal. It's got to be somewhere really close. I was moving metal. Do you remember where I put it? I do. I remember. And that's what we're going to put up next. So I'm going to put them over here since we have to... Hi! Remember, if one of your Morella tops has his head in your building, you can press E and get a drink of water. You can't access his inventory, but you can press E. So if it's an extremely hot weather, or you just came in and you're racing to your place so you don't die, just put his head, just walk him right into your building. Put his head in there, jump off, get in the door, and you can get your water from him. Well, now let's see. So we're going to have to get some okay, so we're going to do this one and that one, and we might as well just get the 2 bullets up here. Where did they go? They're close by each other. There they are. I'll have to make some more when we get back. And I have my sword, and I don't think I'm going to run into any spiders, so I'm not going to worry about it. Okay. No, I'm not going to mess with it. If I mess with everything, I just keep messing and goofing off, and then pretty soon everything is a mess, messier, and I don't get anything done, and it's just not good. Okay, I'll take you instead. I don't think you can get out that door. He's got more strength. And I need the strength right now if we're going to go up here to get the wood and the thatch. I don't think I want to mess with everything else. He doesn't have the stamina, not even anywhere near it. And now that I've seen a Carno up here, I'm going to have to watch out for Carnos. Because I don't want to lose him to a Carno. I kind of walk him slow in between running, then get back his stamina. I thought about coming up here and creating a taming pen right at the edge of this precipice, right where it goes down. Because if you got down close enough to all the wolves, saber-tooths, and everything, you could aggro them really easy. Now remember, I don't have a lot of weight on him, so because he is actually my main fighter right now. If you know that there are bad things close by, don't go running into them when you're new, when you're a veteran. You can handle anything. When you are not, you're lucky to even handle, you know, titanic drones or whatever those are called. Titanic drones. Whatever kind of drones they are. Oh, there's another one. Check that out. For some reason, whenever they spawn right there, they spawn in the air. Yesterday, there was a doedic up there, and right below him was all this poop. I mean, they even poop when the poop drops. So why are they there? So I'm going to take a screenshot. Yesterday it was... It's funny, huh? Wow, why are all these amber berries going? Wow. I wonder why. It's just an anomaly. Anomalies happen. ARK is an anomaly anyway. Okay, here we go. Okay. Just checking my food and my water. About seeds, I know we're going to have a garden, but it only takes 1 seed per crop plot. So if you have 1,000 seeds, you have to have 1,000 crop plots if you're going to use them. And nobody in their right mind has 1,000 unless, you know, they're a huge alpha tribe that I can think of. Okay. Maybe one more tree. And then we have to go back down. Because I did not feel like bringing the whole clutter of arlatops up here. There's just too many. They get stuck on everything. It's no fun. Okay, we're ready. Whoa, sorry. If I would have had something else, I just would have had him attack like that. Yeah. Oh, look at that. What you call it? Raptor. Is that door shut? That's a quiet shutting door. Huh. What should that do? Wrong one. Wrong button. Fertilizer looks like a little round thing of chocolate ice cream. I know that sounds absolutely disgusting. Ah! It is. But, hey. Okay. Back up. We don't need to be in there. Oh, if you are being attacked by an animal and its head is in your building, you can shoot it and kill it if its head stays there. Unrealistic, but truthfully, that's exactly what happens. And they poop when you're around, and then if you don't get it, poop has a short timer. Very short timer. There's Welly. I don't know what he's doing out here. That's the one I caught in the well, so I just named him Welly. Alright, so I just put this poop in there. I mean, you could just spend all day gathering poop. You knew this. When we started, you had a clue, right? I mean, that's why you see some people, they have all their animals in one area, all lined up with their butts, you know, facing one way and their heads facing the other, and you just walk down and you pick up eggs and poop. Unless you have Jones' poop machine, which you have to make, by the way, at Jones egg and poop container collector. It collects all the poop and all the eggs within a huge area, but you have to make it at the fabricator. It also runs on electricity, so you have to make a wind turbine and all the electrical wires, which we could do if we had a tiny, tiny bit of crystal, but we don't. Okay, so how you looking here? Okay, let's go over, and where are we going to put the other feeder trough? Maybe, let's see, we have one there, one in the corral. I guess we could stick one over here somewhere. I wonder if one would fit kind of over here. Maybe. Oh, my favorite doors. What is it with them? Okay, did I put them on you, or do I still have them? I'll be right back. And, okay. You know, ARK is kind of a, unless you're out taming or doing something really exciting, it's a real, like I said before, the guys that are just pros, they take, 14 hours of gaming and they just chop it down to about a half hour, 1 hour, half hour, and then they do the, montages and everything. And it's so entertaining. I love it. And I cannot wait to be able to make movies and do that. Learning all of this at 70 is exciting. Having to learn it, it's not so exciting. It's hard work. You're kind of hanging out, doing your thing. And what happens? You're kind of hanging out, doing your thing. And then, it's just really, it's hard. First of all, you've got to make a video that has sound and oh my gosh, sound and a video and a visual. So then, after that, you've got to make sure they work. Then you have to make sure you have something that, like your graphics card, I have to get my new speakers. I have to get a new, oh, by the way, if you push T over something that isn't belonging here, it won't go. So you could say transfer all items and only the berries and even, I guess if you had a lot of stuff from the garden, you could stick it in here too. You can eat the seeds. They don't usually eat the seeds. So we need to go and get some more of everything. Okay. So, what would you happen if you just left it out here? Where the door is shut? Why can't I walk off of him? It won't let me get off in the doorway? We can't walk. And I can't move. It won't let me move. Wow. It won't go forward and it won't go back. I can't move. Oh, I'm too heavy. Oh my gosh. Well, but I can't access the inventory either. I keep jumping. Okay, I'm going to take a half a second and change the battery. If If it's the problem, then it'll fix it. If it's not, then it's something else. Cute. Well, can I access it now? I don't even have. Whoa. What's going on? Is it on? Doing that. I'm pressing F for inventory. Well, I'm not messing with that. Oh, I can't even access this. See what I made about today? It's kind of been kind of strange. Well, jeez. I wish, like I said, I wish the doors, even though they have an option to pick them up, I wish that they had an option to keep them closed or for you to manually open them. I mean, that was really tough getting out of that. Especially if it would have caught me in the door too, I wouldn't have been able, I would have had to shut down the game. That, I'm going to make sure that somebody knows that. I'll tell the admin. Kind of important. Uh-oh, I'm going really slow. Okay, what do we got? We got something we can get rid of here, here. They like the amberries. I'll get rid of this. Maybe I will go back and get the Ankylo. Boy, he did a really great job on the trees for getting thatch in one blow. We'll just get these and turn around and go back and get him. I don't want to keep messing with it. Ooh, there's a thorny dragon over there on the side of the hill. See it way over there? We need one of those. That is the beaver of this game. I refuse to go through that door again. Absolutely. I'm going down to my door. The door I put in. Ta-da! Oops. And of course it's going to do that. But I would much rather it do that, honestly. Much rather it do that. Oh. Oh no, we don't have any more fruit. I dropped it all. Okay. I gotta run and shut the door. Oh, am I full of something too? Look at the weight sign down there. It sounds like another thunderstorm. That's not really true, is it? Or maybe another heat storm? I don't know. Could be. All of that stuff that looks like there's something wrong with the system, those white lines, that means it's terribly hot. Like heat stroke kind of hot. Okay. There we go. I'll just leave it be. All right now. Man, check out the heat. I don't hear anybody pawing the ground though, so... Oh yeah, I do. Yep, the heat storm. Again. Boy, they're gonna kill you off today. Jeez. Okay. Ta-da! You know, oh, I forgot this one. Oh my golly, sorry. Some people, they draw out their whole entire, you know, place that they're going to have. And they meticulously put everything. Or they've played Minecraft a lot. And they just have envisioned spectacular places in their minds. And then people like me and a few others, we just come in and we just start somewhere. You know, and kind of build a one room. You know, just do the best we can. And I think that whatever you can do, just do it. That's the way to do it. I mean, I wouldn't go to any other... I wouldn't go out of your way to make really something special when you're starting. Because after you learn, and, you know, you can start over with a new character, you can move to a different area, you can just walk a few feet and go down and find another flat spot, whatever you want. You can build something in every section, maybe by every obelisk. Just don't limit yourself. Just, if you want to build something and you don't like it, just pack up and go and build someplace else. Now I want to make a second story. What do I need? I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 that way, and 3 that way. So I need 18 walls. Times 3 is almost 60 walls. Not quite. And we need that. wood and fiber. There's a fiber. That's wood and fiber. Wow, it's hot. Jeez. That's wood and fiber. That's wood and fiber. I don't even have wood. Oh my goodness. Anybody over here? And that gets a little tiring too. I have to admit that playing ARK sometimes, you know, you have really exciting days, and then you have days when it's just not as exciting. And I have no clue why. Maybe that's just, you have to stick around and get some things done, you know, around the place. And it's kind of that kind of a day for me today. Just stick around and go out and get some more wood. Find out what the temperature is, 170. I will die out there. My health is rapidly decreasing. If I go out into the heat, it will plummet. And of course your water and your food die too. And I dropped all that cactus out there because I don't even know if I have any more in here. I don't even have any cactus sap. So I'm going to feed myself, and then I am going to get my meat and get it over here. See how it's going. Whoa. Now that is really colorful. Ah! You can see why I have to be really careful. And here's some charcoal. And here's some spoiled meat. And here, they're going to run out of wood. Okay. And then this one. Just humming along. Huh. I'm kind of devastated about, you know, how often the storms come. I mean, if my tents are going to disappear because maybe my system goes down, or gosh knows what the reason. Wow. What do you even need to make a tent? That you would have to make one out in the boondocks. You know, I have no clue. We have metal. We have gunpowder. We have ammo. It takes a lot of gunpowder just to make a simple bullet, and then it takes a lot just to make a tranq dart from that. I guess you have to put it in your inventory for it to work, huh? Only made 110. 12 gunpowder. This is a very resource-intensive game. And when you are on the island, and when you are on the center, you take a lot for granted. You know, you don't have the weather. You can work at night, you can work during the day, you can tame anytime you want. You know, you can... I am so shocked. So surprised that they added this other variable. You have to do everything you did there with less resources and more roadblocks in your way. Wow. It's kind of tough, to say the least. Is that what it needed? Did it need more metal, or does it just need more gunpowder again? Gunpowder. Is that a gunpowder? How incredible is that? So you need to make a lot of charcoal. Some people, they just put campfires, like 10 or 20 of them, and they just keep making charcoal. Especially, you know, your charcoal is needed for your guns, your cannons, your cannonballs, your sniper rifles, your sniper ammo, your shotgun shells, your ammo, period, the end. And you need ammo. You need guns. Especially if you're PvP, you've got to get that right away. You might as well just plunk your little self down right in the middle of some trees, make a one-room, tiny little square of adobe. Put, you know, something in there for yourself, like a little tiny chest. You know, like I showed you, the little storages. Put a tent in the storage and put your sleeping bag down and just stay there and have 20 or 30 fires going and just make charcoal as, you know, and your tribe mates doing something else. And it's worth it. You know, I mean, if you have a tame going, put down some fires and so you can protect your tame. Put down some campfires and just, you know, just burn wood. And if there's metal close by, the wood and the metal, just forge right there. Just go ahead and forge. In fact, I'll show you how to do it. After this storm is over, it's over. That's what it's going to be, is 125. Okay, we're going to need hide. I know we need hide. And I know we need silk. I don't know what else we need for our tent. Thatch, fiber, wood. All the resources you always need. A tiny bit of wood. And we're going to make all 4. I am not going to be without a tent again. If it disappears because, you know, ARK has a bug, you can't be all set up to do something really fabulous and your tent's gone. And because your sleeping bag is in it, like mine was, my sleeping bag left too. So from now on, I am putting my sleeping bag outside my tent. I'm not doing that again. I just, you can't afford to lose everything. And if your storage, your tiny storage is inside your tent, that'll be gone too. That's why I said just make yourself one room. Oh, there's that problem again. If you don't go up here and get rid of this and then push someplace down here so the system knows that you're not trying to write anything anymore, then okay, okay. So now we have tents, almost overweight. We have sleeping bags and tents. All right. We have 5 tents, and I think we have 4 sleeping bags, right? 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. And we are 3 pounds overweight. So I'm just going to get rid of these for the moment. I'm going to go out here. And I'm going to find Ramshackle. Make sure he has a tent and a sleeping bag on him. You already have a tent on you? I don't believe so. because it's always in first position if you do. So I'm going to put that up here. And a sleeping bag. Okay. I'll have to unload him later. I want to unload him at the feeding trough. Where's Happy? Is that Happy or Happy Her? Is this Happy? That's Happy Her. Happy's over here. And he just pooped for me, so I got to get the poop. Okay, so here's Happy. I think he's got a tent on him already. Nope, he doesn't have one. So he gets a tent and a sleeping bag. Okay. So he's going to be my melee damage. The others are going to be weight. Alright, I ride those two. I take him because he's pretty high level. I want to go do something. Ugh, that poop. Oh, I hate to pick up poop. It's as hard. It's just a thatch and wood thing. But you see, if I back up a little bit, you'll see. See, it says owner Rashamane spike way up above. I don't know if you can see that. There's a feeding trough and a heart. That means he's mood boosted and he's on the feeding trough that's inside of the paddock. So you don't even really have to feed him, but I take him out so much that I like to make sure that he has that. And then I need to have one more that I'm going to put on my other highest one. Actually, I'm going to put it on Wilson. Where's Wilson? Give you a tent, a sleeping bag, because he's the one who carries all my weight. And I need that. That he'll do that for me. Okay, and I wanted to ride him out of that little group because we got to go do some stuff. Okay. So I take him when I'm going to go, and I take her, and I take him. And I'm going to take the anklos. Okay, so that took care of all the tents and the 4 animals that I'm usually working with. Okay, so let's just get rid of all this and make sure that we put this tent, the sleeping bag, and some food in you right here. Oh, go. And I'm going to turn around. Ooh. Press E to get in here, get the F. Put the tinto berries. T, O, T, O, T, T. Oh, why not? Okay. Well, and then go put the poop over here. Grab whatever poop on the way because I'm not going to keep doing this much longer because I need to get going, do some stuff. I've probably been on for a long time already. I've already been on for 2 hours and done nothing. All my hopes of going down to the river were totally smashed. It goes on. It just goes on and on and on. Okay, I'd like to see how much that gives me anyway. Okay, so where is okay. Alright, so alright, so let's get the 4,000 tinto berries. have some azelberries. Tinderberries, azelberries. He can't carry all of that. See, if I was up in the mountains and I had heat stroke, I don't know what that other little white symbol is, but it doesn't look good. I don't know what it means. I think it means you have a stroke. I don't know what it means. It's not working out, is it? And I can't ride him. There we go. This is good. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Alright. That's all it'll let me take. I usually leave mejoberries in them because if I'm taming and I race back here, I don't want to run all the way to the house. And I'll just leave these here because we only have like 1,000 of them in there. Okay, now. Oh my gosh, I'm carrying around all this cooked meat. No wonder it's spoiling so fast. I need to get the water. And while I'm doing, I will take you over to the well. Put that stuff. Oh, sorry. I forgot to take down off unfollow. Get over here to the well so you can drink. Okay. See how hollow it sounds? I will be so glad. My other microphone sounds so wonderful. I'm really excited. They're not in here. I didn't put them in him. There's some more fruit I had wanted to put in those. But I'm going to do it off screen because you guys don't need to watch me moving all that stuff around all the time. Okay, so 100. I don't need this right now. And I need to put this over here. Jeez, I still need to eat some? Heat takes a lot out of you. Trust me. I thought I had spoiled meat. There it is. Okay. Alright. It's gonna be one of those fiascos. You can just bet it. Not here. She made it. Alright, let's go. And when we see a water jug bug, and when we see an oil jug bug, I need to make sure my water's kept up because I'm not on a water animal. And I need some more oil for my bin, preserving bin. Wow. I have a clue what we're getting. I don't really have a clue what we're getting. No. Okay, so let's see. We have, oh, he didn't get hardly any. I didn't want to up him in that, but I will. Let's see. If I get more thatch from cactus, we might have to go up to the wood. The real wood. Got 100. I wonder if she can take down these little bushes and get wood out of them. He didn't follow me? Oh, he did. Of course he did. I'm glad I did that. That worked out well. She's done. She's full. I can't do it anymore. So she's going to run around. She's going to go over here to him. Because she's following him. So I'm going to go over here. And she can carry just a little bit more weight because I'm off of her. She can carry another 100 pounds. So I'm going to take 100 pounds off of him. In wood. Flint. We're not after stone, even though we need it. We're not after it. What else? 70, 80, maybe. Let's see. What do you got? That's all she can handle. That's why I want to get her up and wait. Okay. Now this is what I'm curious about. Oh, look at that. If she goes like this, will she get the wood out of here? From those things. Wow. A lot of meat and hide at once, huh? I'm trying not to hit the animals because they got those tails swinging around and you can hit them and they hurt them. Okay. Come over here out of the way and let's see what we got here. What you got? Already full. Look at how much stamina he has. Whoa, he's as good as a parasaur. Oh my god, you could run him for a really long time. You may not be able to run a long way, but... Well, you could run a long way, you just couldn't run real fast. I mean, you could up their speed and have a beast of a beast, you know? Yeah. Oh, well, now, that is like Riley used to say, a revolting development. I ran a long way because there are no obstructions in between me and them. And she's overweight. It was my fault. Where are they going? Around rocks, I'm guessing. I don't know if we're... It really looks hot, huh? I wonder if that means your brain is swelling or something, that white thing. I don't know. I'll have to find out. I'm going to Google it and find out. Okay, now, unfollow everybody, unfollow. She's following him, so when I unfollow, he'll quit following me and she'll quit following me. And this is my second door that is a regular door. And I am so glad. So I have two of them. I have a choice. Always have a choice. I just didn't feel like coming around all these rocky places just to try to get in from that side. Because that's a great resource site for sap, sand, parasaurs. Everything like that. Okay, so what do we got? We have 68 water, 79 weight, and 104 food, and our health is diminishing. It's 169 degrees. Fancy that. Well, I don't think it's going to do any harm. You know, I'm sorry. I'm just going and going and going. I should just log off and say goodnight. And but I'm just grinding, and I like to take you guys with me because I want you to understand fully that ARK sometimes is very labor intensive. And I know I'm quiet sometimes, but I just, you know, what can you say when you're, you know, picking up poop and picking up thatch for everything, and oh my gosh. Okay, so now we threw away all that great stone so we could come here, and but I did get let's see, okay, we have tons of fiber. 21 wood, that's not going to do us very well, anything for us. Get the sword, put it away before I hurt somebody. Oh, it's not an 8? Oh, it's a 7. That's where I usually keep my whip. And now you know why. It's so much easier just to, you know, burn spark powder, because as soon as you put the wood over there for narcotics, you're out of wood. And you need it for building. So you go get the wood, and then you start using spark powder again until you have a lot of wood again. Which is a long time in between when you're running in here every half an hour. This is the 4th weather episode that we have had in ARK in 2 hours. Usually it's an hour space. This time it's been spaced a half an hour. What can you possibly get done in this kind of heat when it's telling you every few minutes to get in, get away from the heat, you're going to hurt yourself, you know, all that kind of, it's just awful. I'm not, I don't know what to say. I think it's awful. tell you the truth, I think it's horrible. I've never been around something like that before. That's a shame, huh? Well, at least it didn't go over 169 like yesterday. It was 180. I was like, wow, that's hot. And I don't know what all this stuff down here in the corner denotes. Really, I have no clue. Especially that white thing. I mean, does it look like something to you? I'm overweight. I'm hot. I'm overheated. Oh, and the blood is around that white thing. And the blood is around the dark red. Oh, man. That's just gross and disgusting. And this is a regular cabinet. So if you had to, you could put anything in it. It's not constrained like the preserving bin or like a vulture and a scorpion. Oh my gosh. This is getting really, I'm not going to say boring, because I don't want you guys to think that this isn't a fun game. It's just so much to do. And I haven't even been able to, I mean, night before last, I was just getting tames left and right because I was out and about. And now, I'm not out and about. Oh, maybe it's going to go down. Taking my food. A lot of my food. I'm healing. Look at that. I must have been down below 150. I still have 100 health to get back. And the food is diminishing quickly. That is incredible. Just incredible. Wow. Wow. Okay. Okay, I get you. I'm just going to walk you over here. And it's kind of red now because I still have that bloody head over there. Whatever that means. I have a bloody head. Okay, T and T and T and I'm just going to go ahead with it. Don't have enough of that in here. I don't know. I don't know. Wow. I don't know what all that means. I really don't. Aren't you glad that I don't know some things? Oh my gosh, there's so much to learn, you guys. I am telling you, the first 2 months, I couldn't even use the cursor to get places. I would bump into every wall. I couldn't walk in a straight line. It was kind of sad. I couldn't do it. And then I'd watch other veterans just like zzz everywhere. But I'm just not there. Oh, there's the fertilizer. See, it made fertilizer for us. Isn't that cool? And then this is what you put in your crop plots. And your crop plots, I can't remember, I think they have 12 spaces. So you need about 12 fertilizers in each one. So it's a lot of fertilizer. A ton. That's why we need that crystal. because as soon as we get Joan's poop machine going, it will pick up all our eggs for kibble, all the poop, and all we'll need to do is just go get thatch, period. We won't need to do anything else. And Joan will put all of the fertilizer, they'll pick up the poop, the little machine, and will fill up this with all this feces, and then in the machine you put the thatch, and that's where it makes all of the that's where it makes all the fertilizer, and then the fertilizer gets put into another receptacle that you have to make in the fabricator, and you have more fertilizer and more eggs than you can ever dream of having. I mean, and it just takes all of this away, this grunt work. And that's exactly what it is, too. There is grunt work to ARK. You knew that just by watching me. Okay. I don't even bother with their poop. Their poop is so tiny. That must be, I don't know. Jerboas have bigger poop. Spoils in 1 minute and 23 seconds. We don't have much time. So you might as well get it while you can. I mean, I'm just starting right now, so I want to make sure that there's enough in here that I can make fertilizer with. It takes a long time to make fertilizer. And then I want to get this guy. I want to move him over here. And then she's going to follow. Wow. And I need to... And she's on low. And so I have to be really careful that I don't get her too far away from me. Or she will turn around and try to follow, and then I need to get her unloaded. Oh, intriguing. But like I said, they're mate boosted, so I put them together all the time, and I have her following him, so if he goes off to kill something, she goes with him. It's not one of those things where she's going to run over and she's going to kill something and be alone and be a low level and get killed herself. How much do I weigh? 246. This is 10 pounds. Those eggs are 5 pounds a piece. And Bronto eggs are like 20 pounds a piece. So you have like 5 Bronto eggs, you're 100 pounds. I'll just have to put this in here. Is it? Nope, 205. Wow. Well, I put everything else in there. I might as well just get rid of all this too. I'm not doing anything right at the moment. I gotta remember it's in this cabinet though. Okay, 171. So I have mejoberries and berries. I need this for my, okay, we have wood and thatch. Not enough for all the walls we're gonna need, but some. I like a little bit of this. A little bit of this. This is just for paint. Oh, I just can't do that. Okay. It's easier than writing something over here. You need the exercise anyway. Oh my gosh, look how hot it is still. My head's still bleeding. If that's my head, I don't know. I don't know what it is. Okay, so we have red, blue, yellow. We don't have yellow. And yellow's their favorite. So let me grab somebody here. Oh, let's just run out here really quick. Why is it changing colors so quickly? I don't know. Something's going on. That's what I mean about resources right out the gate. This is a great place. This is called Easy 1. Just spawn here first. And Get your resources, like I said last night. Just get all your resources together. And this is where there's the most rocks for all these animals to get stuck. I cannot seem to get that, can I? So I gotta back up because your turn radius is pathetic. And then just put his head a little bit this way, and now I can do it. Don't even try to get him, you know, by turning him around and around and around. It won't happen. And then just go over here. Keep getting berries so you can fill up that whole trough and not have to worry about it for a week or 2 or 3 or 4. And then remember, if you take them out, fill them up with some little tiny thing, even if it's 20 or 30. If they just need to have a little bit to eat, because every time you go out, you'll hear them eating if they're working. He's one of my weight ones. Okay, so I'm going to get this. Save your rare mushrooms for your kangaroos if you're going to get a kangaroo. If you got one down and it doesn't have enough mushrooms in it, it will just get up and hop away. And you're going to just watch all your hard work, because they are fast. They jump 1,000,000 miles. I can't believe how fast they go. Or I just can't, I really can't believe them. They are just like, wow, these guys are crazy fast. And way off in the distance, if you were going to tame a kangaroo, I don't know if it would fall to the ground. It'd probably just die up there. We're missing a Lysosaurus somewhere. I have no clue what happened to it. Probably find it someday. Best time for me to find an animal is in the evening. Their names over their heads show up really bright. It's very nice. Pay attention to your surroundings. And this is one of those weird doors that's going to open and shut. Since seeds don't weigh anything, it's not the seeds. It's all the stuff you just harvested. And if you're in trouble and you need to harvest stuff, just come over here to all this stuff that spawns. Although that big rock didn't respawn, which I am really sad, because I was hoping it would. You know, respawn. But it did not. Okay, so let's see what we can transfer. I'm going to transfer... Well, I might as well just transfer the seeds. That way I don't have to fuss with having to go out again and get them. I don't ever... maybe narcoberry seeds on the other island and center, but not here. I don't need narcoberry seeds. I need spoiled meat, because over on those two maps, you've got a ton of spoiled meat. There's just carnos, little tiny everything that you can kill. Dodo birds. You know, here you can kill a Lysosaurus, but they're not the same as a dodo bird. I mean, you can kill so much more over there that gives you meat. Here, that's not going to happen. I'm just going to give them a tiny bit here. Because I mean, there you go. There we go. There we are. And so I'm going to give them the amberries in here, because they love amberries. They're and berry nuts of the world. And that's about it. Except that I am way overweight. So, 148 pounds. This is what it is. Right there. Cactus sap. And it goes in the feeder. Do they eat cactus sap? You know, only stuff that they'll eat goes in here. I mean, you have meat and spoiled meat and all this. I don't know if vegetables that you grow can go in there. I don't know if mushrooms can go in there. Can flowers go in there? Can that go in there? Nope. Can wood go in there? Nope. Plant species can't. So if you've got, you know, little tames going on, you can have that. Huh. So if you don't have storage and you put one of these feeding troughs up, you can put your mushrooms and your flowers in here right off the bat. And then if you're trying to tame a Procoptodon, you can just come over here and tame to your heart's content. Okay. And everything will be really close by. Okay, so these two. Whoa, 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 whoa. Oh, I need to get on you. I need to get on you. Come on, Kenny. Get up there. Come on, okay? Okay. Sorry, I live with teenagers and older people that are just out of their teen years. And even my texts, I just go KK. That's it. They don't say okay anymore. I don't know what that means, but that's a bad habit. I'm trying to be, you know, somebody who is showing other people what they can do. And here I am, talking in teenage lingo. But that's okay. Grandmas and grandpas should be really close to their grandkids and do some things for them. Like learn their games, learn how they speak, text message them with their own lingo. Instead of putting OK down, just put KK. I don't know exactly what it means. Like, I don't even say thank you anymore. I just write TH. I don't know if anybody knows what that is, but okay. And what is, let's see, what is Slizerus type? GDM for grandma. People will ask him, what is that? And he'll say grandma. So now, you know, he started GDM, grandma. Anybody else pooping over here so I can just make one haul at once? Oh, these guys don't even poop big. No, forget it. Forget it. I don't even want to pick up your poop. Okay. So now we're done with that. We're done with this. And we'll just stick this in here. I don't know how long it takes to do all that. I am taking this. Too bad. It's mine. It's only a few pieces of poop in there. They can have 4,000 thatch. Crash. I'm going to shut the door. Door. Oops. And then I'm going to open this one and put in all this, and this. And then I'm going to put this one in here. How many mushrooms do we have? I think quite a few. 60. Yeah, you could do a lot of Procoptodons. But the first time I had a really high level one down and I only had 9 mushrooms, and on the center I had, you know, supposedly you can tame them with mushrooms and rare flowers. So I had him stuffed with rare flowers because I had more of those. And he just got up and jumped away. Sigh. It's just the way of the world, guys. Okay, so all of this is All of that. These are all mine. I don't know what I did with my ammo. I'm sure that it's someplace. It's one of these cabinets. I'm always losing it. Oh, I must have been with it. Okay. Well, that makes it convenient. Alrighty. And I want to come over here and I want to shut this. Not you. You. I think that that actually makes a difference with a hypothermal value, but I couldn't say for sure. Okay, this got done, which means that we already took it out. And oh, no, we didn't use that one. We used this one, the one furthest away from us. I didn't think we took it out. Okay, so we have meat, cooked meat, charcoal. Since I don't feel like walking all over the place, I'm going to get a little spark powder from you. I can add some more to you later in a minute. And then I can just put you in here. And I can light the fire again. And I won't burn myself. Cool. And I can just put this, get a little more spark powder, put it in here. Metal. See, aren't we having fun yet? Man, this is excruciating. So remember, when those gamers say, I've been at this for 14 hours today and this is what I've done, they aren't kidding. This is what they've done and this is how hard it is. Sad, huh? But it's also, if I wasn't streaming, I'd still be doing this. It doesn't matter to me. I'd still be doing it. I love it. I love this game. I really do. I just think it's great. Oh my gosh, look at all the metal we have. We have enough to make a fabricator and all kinds of rifles and everything. We got to go up and find that. I'm gonna quit. I'm going to take a half-an-hour break, and then I'm going to come back and we're going to have to go up in the mountains. There's just nothing else we can do. We have to go up there. We have to go up into the mountains. Oh, wait. I forgot. Get the charcoal. Because you get the gunpowder. Oh, I took all the spark powder. That's why you can't do it. Oh, poor brother. 37 more. Alright, I can do that. Alright. And we'll put some more spark powder over here for us. And then, hopefully, there won't be too many more storms at every half hour, which is just so sad that that happened to us. And so we have crop plucks made. We've got we have one compost pile, which is just fine for right at the moment. Right, kind of centralized. We've got 3 feeders. Doors that shut and open on themselves and catch you in the middle of it. We're looking for wood and I don't know why I transferred it in here. We need it over here. And we need the thatch over here. I guess we have to make it in our, we have to make it in our inventory. It means I have to unload again. Oh, if you get rid of the show all, you can go down to weapons, armor, structure, saddles, miscellaneous, stone, wood, farming, crafting. Go to structures, thatch, beds, cooking, wood, stone, water wheel, fridges, adobe, crafting, miscellaneous, furniture, farming. Adobe. And now you don't have to worry. So in here, we're going to be doing walls. We need clay, wood, thatch, and fiber. Clay, wood, thatch, and fiber. Okay, so we have clay, wood, thatch, and fiber. All right. And so I'm going to leave that fiber there. Sometimes you need fiber, and sometimes you need thatch for other things. Okay, so I'm going to put I guess we'll go take care of this. Why can't I move? I'm only 86 pounds. It's not letting me move. Oh no. Lagging again. You know, every night. Our internet service sometimes is kind of goofy. I'm in like in stupid. You know, when I had the feces and they have the timer on them, I'm like, oh my gosh, you know, I want to save them. I tried to put them in the refrigerator of my other ARK over by the green obelisk, and it wouldn't let me. Hey, if I could have saved it in the fridge, I would have put it there, because the refrigerator just makes everything's time like 20, 40, 50,000 times more, depending on what it is. And I'm hot again. That's just sad. And it's only made one fertilizer. This structure will slowly get, that is the operative word right there, slowly convert thatch and poop into high quality compost. Well, I am so glad that we started it today, because it's going to take us about 1,000 years. So make sure that when you're out and about in the wild and somebody poops, just stop and pick it up. I'm serious. I'm trying to pick it up and I'm pressing E and it's laggy. Okay, so we're trying. And now I'm stuck again. Okay. I know you can't see it, but I can feel it when I'm walking, and I keep walking and nothing's going on. So we'll just put this in here. Now, if you had a Paraceratherium or a Rex, you get a huge, it would say large animal feces, but we don't have anything that big. Okay, so I am going to just turn around and say thank you so much for putting up with me tonight, because I was so upset about my speakers not working with my new microphone, not working with my speakers. I couldn't hear myself. Like right now I can hear you, the animals, and my earphones. I just pretend like I hear you. Look at the water wheel jumping around. How can it be hot without that much water? Boy, get a water vane and put a well on it before you do anything. After the tent sleeping bag, please. So you can have water. I want you to stay well. I want you to stay really well. You've got to stay well. You've got to take care of yourself. If you're older, take your vitamins. If you're younger, get up from the computer once every 4 or 5 hours and walk around the house. Go get a snack. Go outside and look at the sunshine. Smell the roses and come back in. Then you can start playing again. Because that's what you do. Make sure that you get your homework done for school. I know people that are going to the university, went through high school, were the head of their groups like ROTC, and you know, the president of whatever the club they were in, play games for like 10 to 15 hours a day, get all their homework done. So if you know, I know you can do it. You know, just don't be lazy about it. If you're going to game, don't be lazy. Especially, I want you to finish high school. If you finish high school, you can get a job. If you finish just 2 years of junior college, you can get a position like in management, like at the pizza place. I mean, you know, they want to know that you put the effort in to at least get an education. It's not so much what you learned. I mean, you could, you know, you could have a degree in underwater basket weaving. It's that you went and tried and got your degree. So it doesn't matter, like people run around, I don't know what I want to be. Don't even worry about it. Go and get your 2-year degree. I was at junior college because I couldn't afford college, and I eventually went to Chico State, and my brother went to San Luis Obispo, um, the university there, and he was in pipe engineering, and I was in something else. Anyway, so, but the first 2 years, I worked a graveyard shift, and I went to school in the morning, and I went home, I did my homework, I got some sleep, and I got up and went to work. If you want to accomplish something, you really have to try to do it your way. And if you can handle no sleep, like I did when I was younger, so be it. If you need sleep, make sure you do sleep a little bit so that you're not a big grouchy, like, yeah, what do you want? Yeah, what do you want? Which happens to all of us. Like, look at me, I was so grouchy when I got on. Now I feel great. Because I'm talking to you. And I love this. I love ARK. I don't care what I'm doing in it. It's just so nice. And, it is a land where you can get away from everything. But it's also an imaginary land that if you have a great imagination, your mind is really being fed. And I have this amazing imagination. I write fantasy books. Of course, I never publish them. But I have reams and binders of books of the best fantasy worlds that you can imagine. They're so cool. And I don't even know how I come up with it when I'm reading it. I'm like, I can't believe I did this. I'm just like, wow, this is really good. When you can do that about something that you've written, then you know that you have a great imagination. And someday, yeah, maybe if I stream a little bit and I can make a few dollars, I'll put all that together and go to the publisher, or publish it myself. When I was in college, I was older when I went back. I had a teacher, and he said, what did you do when you were young? And, he made us write down all this stuff. And so I said, well, my dad was in the Korean War, and we lived in Japan, and I love Japanese food, sometimes more than I love American food. Kind of crazy, but then, we came back and we moved all around the United States, so I've lived in almost all the states because my dad was in the Air Force. In fact, I was born on an Air Force base. So, to make a long story short, I heard this story after my father died. He never talked about the war. My father flew a B-52 bomber. No, it was the one right before the B-52. I can't remember what it was. It had, I think, 4 engines or 6 engines on its wing, and he was in Japan. He flew over Korea, and he was shot down over North Korea, and he landed in China. And China was kind of allied to Japan. They didn't want Korea to move into their territory. So the peasants out in the fields watched my dad land with 1 engine. All the rest were shot. He saved his crew, he saved himself, he saved the plane. He landed the plane with 1 engine on that huge plane. He was a great pilot. He'd been piloting around since he was like 14. And gives me chills just to think about it. They covered his plane with nets, and they hid it, during the day. And at night, they helped push it onto the tarmac, and he drove it through China to the coast. And he saved his entire crew. What a story. And my teacher said, you've got to write that down. He said, there are plenty of people that still are that age that would love to hear that story. And I never did. And I need to. So when you start doing stuff like I'm doing right now, you think you do more than when you're just sitting around thinking you wish you could do something. Just like when you're working. I could work, come home, make dinner, clean the kitchen, watch TV, enjoy my family, go shopping and get groceries, go to the doctor's appointments with the kids or myself, the dentist. I could do everything. Now, if I am Muffy, I don't do nothing. But now that I've started streaming, I realize how much I can do and how much I used to do and how much I want to do. That's you. You can do that too, no matter what age. There are 10-year-old kids that have started collecting coats and blankets for the homeless this winter because it's so cold. I mean, they go door to door and just, do you have an extra blanket, that's all tattered and torn, or do you have any old coats that I could give to the homeless? Little kids. You can be compassionate at any age. And don't think that a 10-year-old can't think about something on his own. He is just as smart as he's going to be. Of course, he's going to learn more, as he studies. But if you're logical, you're very logical at 10. At 5, my grandkids knew what they wanted to do. And it's just, you have to make sure that you treat them like a little person sometimes and say, I can help you get that done. Why not? It's exciting. I love doing stuff with the grandkids when they were young. Of course, now they're older. And now they're teaching me how to play and game. And I want to learn what they're doing. And in that, when I go to sleep at night, I think of all the things that I could do for other people. It's very, very, very fun. And now I'm going to say goodbye. Because I have been just talking and talking and talking. And I feel great. And I really, really do want to go up in the mountains and find out what's on the other side of those rocks without having to pick up any more poop, of course. And say goodnight again and again. I don't want to say it night again. And let's see. I have been streaming now for 3 hours. So I love you. Take good care of yourself. Be healthy. And remember, begin again. You can do it. Begin again. That's my motto. Had a rough life? Begin again. You're a student and you dropped out of school? Begin again. Find out what you need to do. Don't be ashamed. Just go do it. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. Anyway, I love you and good night. And good morning to you if you're on the other side of the world. Bye-bye.